What's up, Chubbies? This is Alicia. I'm back. This is our fourth episode of the podcast. And today we're going to be taking some field calls. Um, so we're going to be having some of my followers and friends that I have made through the lifestyle on one of my websites. I'm giving them the option to call in and chat about whatever, no holds barred. Um, and I also asked for some good, crazy sex stories too from people, and I got some of those that we'll be sharing along the way. And at the end, we are going to do an unboxing, a little gift that I got that I thought I would save and completely open. It's completely new. We're gonna open it together and see what it is. I know what it is, but I want to see the quality and stuff of it. It came off of my wish list, so hopefully it is cool. So kind of how the format's gonna go. If somebody calls in, we're going to answer it, and then we're going to talk about whatever they want to talk about. It can be a question, it can be a comment, it can kind of be a discussion topic, one of their personal crazy stories, and just kind of, vibe with whatever they want to talk about. Hopefully it's nothing too wild, but hopefully it kind of is at the same time. And um for future references too, if you'd want to be on one of these, talk to the callers type of episodes, we do have a form on our website, full slash, is that a slash? A dash? Okay. If you do want to be on one of our future website, that's gonna and just for future reference, if you do want to be on one of our discussion or caller episodes, we do have a form you can fill out on our website. It's full-chub.com, and we will get back to you as soon as we can and get you set up to be on one of our episodes. So, um, so hopefully we get some callers. We'll start with a little story. So some of these are anonymous, and some of them sent me not anonymous. So one of the anonymous ones that I got sent said, "All right, crazy sex story. About 14 years ago, as getting ready to deploy, I went to a strip club with a girlfriend, and we ended up picking up not one, but two strippers, and it was a feature dancer night. She happened to be a 3'9" little person." So there's that. Oh, we're getting our first call. Let's answer it. Hello, this is Alicia.
Hello.
Hi, you are on the podcast right now. We can't see your freaking fine ass, but we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Do you want to?
Absolutely fine for this Monday. Yeah.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Mickey Finn, 49. Yeah, is that it?
That's on FetLife, by the way. FetLife
Yeah, on
is
FetLife, yeah.
yes, that's one of the prime time lifestyle websites that you could be using. It's where I find all the freaks.
That's where we found each other.
Yes. So I feel like our story is one for the books. No, it's not crazy, yeah, but it's cute. It's cute.
No, it probably is. We followed each other on Fet for a long time, and then all of a sudden, when we were at one of the lifestyle clubs, I was like, "Oh my God, are you Buff and Chub?" And you're like, "Oh my God, yeah, Mickey Finn."
Yes.
Because I left my face on there, so you didn't even know. But
I know. I was like, who? You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm bad at names. I don't know who I, meet when I'm drunk or anything like that. But that was awesome. And it's just I feel like we kind of built a connection, a friendship online where, it was cool. I was like, you know what? She's really cool. You know what I mean? And then it's I had other friends on there that you were kind of friends with, and I was like, I just love her. She's so cool. I've never met her or whatever. And then you're just like, are you Buff and Chub? I'm like, wait a minute, who are you? No, I'm finally getting to meet you.
I know. You made me feel so good. This old lady, I was like, oh my God. I'm like, this is fucking awesome. Oh, can I say that?
Yeah.
Can I say
Yeah.
that? Oh. I was like, this is fucking awesome. Like, because I just absolutely loved you and your hubby. And I just thought that it was so cool that you were just like, so like, oh my God, I love you. You couldn't stay off me. Of course, we're a little drunk, but.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd be getting toe up at those clubs.
Oh my God, that is no lie. You actually really do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I feel like that was like it's such a good feeling when you don't know what somebody like who somebody is on there because a lot of people don't show their face on there, I feel like. And getting kind of like that personal interaction after like being in a community with the same people for so long, it's like a super cool feeling, I feel like.
No, I think I mean I would agree. It's like when you're online, you have some type of what's that word? Pronounce it right. Anonymity.
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 Definitely.
Yes, you know what I mean. Um, because you're not showing your face or whatever, you don't have to use your real name. So, people don't really like
I know, I
understand
didn't
that.
even know your name for like literally months. I'm like, you know what? I feel like you told me. You probably told me for early on, but
I did, but you were probably drinking, so you didn't
yeah,
realize that I had told you.
I'm like, wait a
But I
minute.
know that you were like shocked when I remembered yours because I was like, "Do you even remember my name?" And you're like, "No." And then you were like, "You thought you were gonna get me." You were like, "Well, do you remember ours?" I'm like, "Uh huh." And then I told you, you're like, "Oh, that's bad."
Listen, I will remember a face. I will remember a body. I will remember
Yeah.
a memory. One thing I'm not about to remember is somebody's name, and it's just bad, but hey, what can
It's
you say,
okay.
you
It
know?
happens. I mean, you're getting old.
But also, like, I know you as Mickey too, so like you're always gonna be Mickey to me. If
Yeah,
that makes
you know what? A
sense.
lot of people that it's ironic because even like if I go out with people um from the website, like out in public or whatever, when they introduce me to their friends, I question whether they even know my name either because they're like, yeah, this is Mickey Fed, and I don't know if they just do that.
Okay, so like, where did the Mickey Finn come from, though? I don't know if I've ever asked. I think I may have.
So hold on. So I'll explain in a second. But I don't know if they do that to reference like my name on FET because that's what people know me by. Otherwise, they're not even gonna give a shit who if you said my real name, they'd be like, who? Like I don't give a shit who that person is. So Mickey Finn, do you know what a Mickey Finn is?
No.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you? Okay, have you never watched the movie Annie?
I'm about to really put myself out there right now, but no.
Oh my God, you're kidding!
I have not.
I'm dead. Okay. So in the movie Annie, they reference that. They say they're going to slip her a Mickey Finn. So in the Prohibition time period, a Mickey Finn was basically the common day date rape drug. So like a roofie.
Damn.
So, but it wasn't used for that. It was more used to paralyze and incapacitate somebody so that you could do whatever. So generally, people would do that to, kidnap somebody or like take them and kill them like mafia people.
No? Great.
Hopefully, I'm not like offending any of those type of people on here, but yeah. So that's basically what it was. So the reason that I used it is because I paralyze and incapacitate men or anybody.
Wow, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
What'd you say?
I said you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. She's date raping people. No. She's a nice lady, okay?
Oh my God, somebody's making fun of me?
No. I am. I'm making fun of you.
Oh yeah, don't make fun of me. I am a nice lady. I would never. I have been roofied before, so I would never do that to anybody. It was just something that I played on, play on words. But also, when I was a kid, my nickname was Mickey. So
I like that. I like
the first one better because people are like, "Oh, okay," because nobody even thinks back, that long. So
now I'm about to watch Annie, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah, Miss Hannigan says it. The slipper and Mickey Finn because they want to slip the orphans and make it so they could go out and party all night, and they're asleep, so nobody has to watch them.
Damn, they had the right idea. No, I'm just kidding.
Somehow I knew that you were going to say that. I knew that was going to come out of your mouth.
No, we need proper childcare out here. Just I'm all for proper childcare. So yeah, so we personally face to face met at a lifestyle club, and since then,
like almost a year ago.
Yeah, it's been a while now, and since then we've run into each other a few times and things like that.
Well, don't forget 4th of July.
Yeah. She came to our 4th. She decided to drive out here to the 4th of July party that we have. That's always a mess.
Oh, it was a mess. That's for damn sure.
It's fun. It's fun though, you know. It's always a ratchet good time, you know.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely a ratchet good time. That's for sure.
And the organ grinders ball. We both went to that.
Oh yeah, that's right, we did. And then we went over to
another club. Yeah. So for those of you that don't know what that is, there's like a little event every year. Not little, it's kind of really big. This was my first year going.
Really big, yeah.
It was downtown Cleveland, and it is a lifestyle event, organ grinders ball. I want to say that was like February or March.
I feel like it was February. I feel like it was like almost right after.
Yeah, it was cold.
New Year's, yeah.
Awesome event. It was at the House of Blues, and like I don't know if you've ever seen one of those shows where like it's like the crazy club they go into and it's like all decked out and like people are wearing masks and leather chains, blah 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 blah. Like on like a Law and Order episode, if you've ever seen like any of those type of things. But honestly, like I walked in and I'm like, I was taken back a little bit. I was like, this is freaking awesome. Because it was I've heard about it for like a long time, but that was my first time I've ever gone. And I was super excited, honestly. They have like tons of stuff there, which I'm in no way affiliated with them. I just want to put that out there. Like this is just me like telling my experience. But they have vendors there, an art show, live demonstrations that you can also like be part of and try out, which I think is awesome. They had this like spinning wall that you get tied up to, and then you can like spin up like over and over again. So cool. I feel like.
Did you do that?
I didn't. Like, no, my outfit was not allowing for that night. But
I don't really think it mattered. A lot of like there were people that were naked. So
I know. I should have just said like screw it. But I had like a long skirt on.
You do it like everywhere else.
I know.
Like, everywhere else you're just like, okay, I'm just naked, whatever.
I know.
You could have done it there.
I felt honestly like I don't know if I want to say underdressed or overdressed there because I was like panicking. It was like last minute kind of thing that we decided to go, and I was like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the first one to buy a new outfit for every event, and I'm like, I don't have anything like new or specific to wear. So I just aimed kind of for like a little bit of a like slutty going out outfit. And then we get there and people are in like full latex bodysuits or like have their titties out. And I'm like, well, great. Now I feel like I'm like dressed like a grandma. And what I was wearing was nowhere even near covered up. But still at the same point, like the things that everyone was wearing was just immaculate. But now I know, so now next year I'm gonna come with the heat, you know?
Yeah. But also, depending on when you got there, the potential to have to stand outside and wait.
That is true. It was really cold.
Yeah, in a line. So I think people probably dressed for that as well. Because I think people came in regular clothes and then they just took off their clothes.
Yeah, so like outside, like House of Blues, you know, you're on the main street or whatever. I thought we were at the wrong place because like
you can't tell.
There was like no signs of the fuckery from the outside, like literally at all. You know, people are just standing there. Like it looked like maybe they were dressed for like a prom, like nice coats, dress pants or whatever. You walk in and it's just like holy shit, and it's just like 3 levels or however many levels of just debauchery.
Well, then they did the show, it was just absolute debauchery.
Yeah.
When we were outside, because I came with somebody else, and when her and I were walking in, this group of guys were like, wow, where are you guys going all dressed up? It's really cool. And we're like, right here. And they're like, what is this? And we're like, oh, you don't know what this is? They were all like, what? But they were really drunk.
Yeah.
So they were probably like, yeah, we want to go. And I'm like, you can't handle this, okay?
No. You don't know what's going on in here. Don't come. Please don't.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, and then they
You
do so
think that you know, but
right.
you don't know.
So they have like the the little dance floor stage area. So, during the event, it's like a dance floor. And then at some point they turn it over to be kind of like a little like fashion
It was a
show
show,
slash
yeah.
play type of deal. And it was awesome seeing all the people. And even then, like I've seen a lot of people that I've only ever seen on FetLife there, like into the show and stuff.
Yeah, that's funny. Well, and it's funny too because like I noticed that like a lot of people come up on my Facebook or something as somebody I may know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know these people, and then I start to think about it, and I'm like, wait, I probably know them from like Fet. Yeah. The same thing happens on my Snap too.
Yes.
Like people come up, and I'm like, who are you? You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
And then especially if they want to like follow me, and I'm like, yo, this is my personal Snap. I don't put stuff here that.
Right. You need some type of boundary a little bit. I tried that for a short period of time.
I know. Didn't you? Okay. Something happened. Like you had two and you ended up posting something naked on the wrong one or something?
No. So like I made a separate one just for people to add from that. And like apparently my number or something was connected. So like a lot of my like personal life people were like, hey, like, is this you? Like, did you make a new Snapchat? And I'm like, oh my God. So between that and just having to like answer all those questions, and then it was just unbearable. Like literally the first like 10-15 minutes, I was like, all right, this isn't even worth it. Like this is just crazy. I was getting added like left and right, and I'm like, I'm not keeping up talking to all these different people when I don't even know who they are. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So I was like, you know what? Let's just get rid of this. So, that was one of my lower moments.
That's probably better anyway, because I don't know. I mean, sending stuff on Snap. Ugh, that was tongue twister. While sending stuff on Snap, you can like set to erase after a certain period of time or whatever is cool. If you accidentally do something and hit that button and then a picture gets uploaded that you didn't want uploaded, all of a sudden you're in a panic. I've done that before. Like I've taken pictures and then it like disappeared off my screen, and I'd be like, oh my god, did I just post that? Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Having like a complete panic attack because I got my son on my Snapchat, and
oh yeah, for sure,
because I keep track of him and some of his friends, and
I panic all the time for real. Like I use that a lot. Like if I'll record like a quick video or something and I don't want to like fully set up like all my stuff, it's nice because it has like the little like timer on there and it can time like a video even for you. So I'm like, well shoot, like I'll just do this, not use my little like clicker and all that. And then next thing I know, I'm like thinking I'm saving it. I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta go check. Did I save that or did I just put my freaking vagina on my freaking Snap story right now?
Oh my god.
But I don't know.
I know. We have big people problems.
Yeah. That's first world problems right there.
Right, exactly.
So give me your top either embarrassing sex story or the craziest thing you've done. How about that?
Oh god. Okay.
Or one of both.
God, I don't even know anything like embarrassing.
Then give me your craziest or your favorite. Craziest or fave.
Okay, so this is going to date me, and I won't tell you. I won't say where it was, but I had a boyfriend when I was in high school, and we worked at the same place together, and it was a zoo. No, it was not the Cleveland Zoo, because I didn't live here. But it was the zoo, and we worked for a concession company, and we were all the way, like my stand was all the way out in what they call North America. So I was over by like the Pachyderm building, and we were getting like the zoo was closing, so there was just stragglers coming along, and my boyfriend happened to be a supervisor, so he came over like in the golf cart to like collect the money and stuff. And when he was there, he was like, just get on the counter. I'm like, fine, fuck it. And then we just jumped on the counter and fucked.
Oh, shit.
I know. None of the windows were closed or anything. We did a lot of shit like that around the zoo though too, like a lot. Like because we had access to places, even though we didn't work directly for the zoo, we worked for a concession company, which, by the way, I don't even know if they're around anymore, so I probably shouldn't say it. But the name of the concession company was
don't
like
say it. Don't say it. Don't say
I'm not. But I'm going to say it was like it had the word of a phallus in there. If you get my drift.
They were asking for it then.
Right. They're asking for their employees to, have sex all over the place. So, but yeah, so I don't know why, but like we weren't affiliated with the zoo specifically. So I don't know how we had access to all these different places. We tried to fuck in the pachyderm building one time, but it smelled so bad. It was like, we gotta get out of here.
No.
We gotta get out of here.
That's the worst.
Yeah. So that's probably the wildest thing that I've done. And God, that was like forever ago. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I might have done. I mean, I have like before, like while fucking, like literally I was on a twin bed, and we were fucking and like we rolled over, but we both rolled over onto the floor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Listen, twin beds. If I see you have a twin bed, I just know you're not getting buns. That's my hot take. There ain't no way.
Well, I mean, I don't know why I had a twin bed. I was in my 20s, so I don't know why I had a twin bed. Probably because I brought it from home or something. And
twin beds are the devil.
What'd you say?
Twin beds are the devil to try to have sex on.
Oh my God, they're horrible. But I mean, he was a good, he took it like a champ.
Hey.
Yeah.
He better have gotten right back in there though. Like if you're falling off the bed, then you better like dust your elbows off and get right back in it.
Oh yeah, he did.
Or did he? If he stood in the entire time?
Yeah, absolutely. Because we just like rolled and there it was, and I was like, oh my God, perfect. Okay, let's keep going.
Perfect.
Yeah, the difference was that now he was on top and I was on the bottom.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you called.
Me too.
Definitely, I feel like she's definitely one of those people that I've met through the whole crazy lifestyle experience that makes it worth it. She's a funny girl. Give her a follow. Aww. If you're on FetLife, give her a follow. Mickey Finn 49?
Yeah, 49.
Mickey with an E too, right?
Yeah, it's MICKEYFIN, 1 N.
1 N, everybody.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing, and I hope you call back some other time when we do another call episode. I will. Thanks for having me. You broke up my work day a little bit, but now I got to go back to work. Perfect. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye, love. Bye. All right, everybody. Our first little experience with the caller. Let's see what else we have. We have another good story on here. Okay. Here's our next story. It says, I was in my early 20s out at a bar with this lady a couple years older than I was. We got to talking and flirting around. She asked me if I wanted to come home with her, and I said yes. But when we got home, I found out she was married and her husband wanted to watch me fuck his wife. And that went on for months. And I said, did she tell you beforehand that her husband was going to be there or no? And he said, right after she gave me a blowjob on the way to her house. So, there we have it. Would you be okay with that? If you're a guy, would you be okay with a woman bringing a guy home like that or not? Or other way around, if you're a girl, would you be okay with that? Let us know. Comment on here, send a little message to us. See what else we got. We have another story. It says, I was 19. I was working in a warehouse at the time. It was a Saturday and I volunteered for my shift so no one was coming in from first. It was me and two other coworkers, an older couple in their 50s, husband and wife. They were apparently swingers. That part I knew but never brought it up in conversations. I was in the back of a trailer on the loading docks when she came in and asked if I wanted a BJ. I was all for it, but asked what her husband would say if he poked what her husband would say. He poked his head in and said, "Get your dick sucked already." I ended up fucking her as she was bent over the forklifts, as her husband was watching and working out on the floor. Lots of workplace shenanigans, apparently. Also, how do we feel about that? Comment on here or message us on the website too. And I want to hear some opinions about how you feel about workplace sex and relationships and romantic little flings. Because I feel like it happens way more than it's supposed to, honestly. And I mean, like, just look at that couple that got caught at that, what was it, like a basketball game or a concert? It was a concert, right? That were like workplace people together. A Congress lady at a play, and she was giving a handy over the pants, and she got caught. Damn. Like, the question is, do you just like stop or do you finish the job? Do you keep going? You think so? He said, my little producer over there said, obviously you have to finish. I think I agree. I mean, at least like get out of there if you can't, you know?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Hello, you are on the podcast.
Hi, this is Terrence.
Hello, Terrence. How are you today?
I am good. What about yourself?
I'm good. We're over here talking to people. We've had some crazy people so far. Do you want to give yourself a little shout out?
Yes, I want to give a shout out actually to everyone I know out in Canton, Ohio.
Awesome. Love to hear
That's
it.
enjoying this snowy weather right now.
Right. And what do you want to give us your username from FetLife?
Username is Pussy Champion.
Pussy Champion, everybody. You heard it here first.
Yes.
Alrighty. So, do you have a question or discussion, or would you like to tell us a story of one of your craziest or best?
I am going to do both.
Okay.
My craziest story was flying from Akron, Canton to, it was called Fort Walton Beach, Florida, and it's a new destination, which is a new airport that Akron Canton flies to. Actually met a husband and a wife on the plane, and they was actually into the FetLife family. So, and that was real nice because I ended up going with them and having a great time with them that evening, just meeting them on the plane.
That's crazy. That's awesome, though.
Yes.
And were they open? Were they open about it on the plane? Like, did you guys start talking about that kind of thing on there, or?
We talked a little bit on the plane, but afterwards, after we landed,
yeah,
you know, we was all both waiting on rental cars, and we just followed each other and found a restaurant and continued our talk at one of the local restaurants.
Yeah, that's so cool, though. You know, it's like, how do you kind of like be like in that type of situation? So, like, obviously, I'm part of a married couple, you know, meeting somebody out in the wild where, you know.
Yes. It was exciting for me because that was my first time doing it. So, to me, it was very exciting.
Yeah. So, you guys ended up having a threesome, right? Or was it more of like a cuck situation where the husband watched?
It was more like the husband just say, hey, I want you to be with my wife, and all I want to do is watch. And
yeah,
that was really nice. And another thing I wanted to talk about is just people on the site that line up a date. They
Right.
say they want to go on the date and then they do not show. And it's like a ghost situation. They don't call you or say anything, which is very hurtful when a person's going to get ready,
Right.
get everything planned for a person not to show up and not have a reason. It's bad.
Yeah, that's shitty, honestly.
But it happens a lot.
And you know what? I feel like I hear that kind of a lot about that site, honestly. And it's from men and women that I hear it from, friends that I have. I hear that people are kind of flaky off of there, that, you'll set up plans, like you said, and then it's just like, oh, last minute excuse, or, you get ghosted, and let's do better, I feel like, honestly, with that.
Yes, but it happens. But you take the good with the bad.
Right.
And anything that goes on right now, you just take it for face value.
Yeah, for sure.
But whenever that happens to me, I know I don't even deal with the person no more, especially after you would say, well, what happened? And then they don't want to send you a message saying what happened or where. They don't have to.
Right.
But then again, I know I can just move on and
Yeah,
keep
that's
it
like
moving.
common decency, though. Like, if you're making plans with somebody and people are getting ready, especially like, not to diminish guys, but like, I'll be mad if I have to shower, do a whole body shave or whatever, go get like, I always like to do a pedicure before I, have plans to meet up with people. You're doing your hair, you're doing your eyelashes, you're doing, buying the cute outfits and stuff. Like, that's a lot of work to be left, I feel like,
Right.
and just ditched. Like, if you don't want to do it, be a grown up and say that you don't want to go on a date with somebody, or don't want to like hook up, or meet up.
Right. And that's all a person asks.
Right.
One thing about me, just be truthful with me up front. I can deal with it as long as you put it up front. This is what you're looking out of this. This is what you want to do. I can take that.
Right. Like an adult.
Because as a grown man, my job is I can either accept it or not accept it, but give me the option.
Right. And it's just kind of, I don't know, I feel like that's definitely a big problem with that, I feel like. And I feel like just like the people just like kind of like just dropping off the face of the earth anyways, like even not even meeting up, like just messaging and stuff like that, like, and then all of a sudden, like, okay, well, see you later. That was cool. Nice convo. I get that a lot, I feel like. And it's just kind of like, I think, discouraging a little bit.
Right. And that's all I want to do. I want to call in and just say my piece on those two things and just thank you for the podcast. It's so nice when you have a place that you can talk about things, and I want to thank you for doing this.
Thank you. I'm glad you called in too, honestly. And I feel like you've been around on there for a while, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought. So it's good to see, those people that are still around after, a long time being on there and using that, even if you do have like a bad experience a few times or whatever, because there's still a million more people and it provides a larger community, You
got to remember, out of one bad thing that you go through, you get a lot of good ones and you meet a lot of people that you stay friends with, and that's what it's about.
Yeah.
But just being friends with the ones you do connect with, and that's how you can just communicate with one another, and you can, you use it as a tool for different things, because everybody got different parts of their lives that they're living. You can always use them in a certain aspect depending on what they do in their lives.
Yeah.
So it's like networking.
Yeah,
it's
it
just
for
a big
sure
networking
is.
tool.
I think FetLife has definitely, I've met a ton of people off there, honestly, and I agree with that. Like, I feel like I know somebody off of there, like, in every field in every, like, city from here to I don't even know where, but I feel like I've met people from all over off of there too, which is also awesome, I feel like.
Yes. I meet them from different states, and when I fly them states, I'll make sure I reach out, even if it's just to say hi.
Yeah. And I feel like that's like honestly like one thing that I would like to work on experiencing more is I feel like there's so many cool people that I've like developed friendships with and even that I think are hot that are like literally all over the world. And I want to just like spend like 2 weeks like traveling like the United States and go and like meet all of these people that like I've became friends with and like go and hook up with all of them. I know that's probably nasty as hell to say kind of, but my pussy's going on tour for 2 weeks. I don't know.
I think I have to get back to work on that note.
All
I
right.
want to call in and
Yes, for sure. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you for allowing me to talk on the podcast.
Hell yeah. And thanks for following me on there. I know you're always giving some love. I appreciate it for sure.
Will do, and I'll send you a message to personally thank you.
Perfect. Perfect.
All right, have
Get
a
back
great
to work.
one.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, that was nice. That was another little good caller. And I feel like that he brings up a good point. I do feel like a lot of my personal friends that I know off of Pet Life, and the other lifestyle things, I don't want to just pinpoint that, but I think there is a little bit of, I don't know if it's like nervousness which causes it more, but I think there's some flaky people. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like it. And I think that people need to be held accountable a little bit more for that. Like, I get it. It's a little bit nerve wracking meeting somebody off of there and everything. But if you're talking and carrying on conversations and planning dates and all of that, which I feel like I hear it a lot. So it's a good point to bring up that, do it. Like, go and do it, or literally give them a heads up for far enough in advance where it's not an hour before, or you're just not showing up at all with no explanation, no like courtesy text or call or message. Like, that's kind of shitty to waste people's time like that, in my personal opinion. Um, give people the heads up. Don't make plans with people if you don't plan on following through. Especially if people are getting hotel rooms, if they're like going to these clubs, like that's a lot of money for people to be wasting if you're going to flake out and not show up. For somebody to just go pay for a hotel or go and get a membership, because you have to have a membership and a ticket for a club if you go. Just a little heads up. We'll get more into the club scene, later, but um it's not cheap, especially for single men. So like how clubs work is there's like tiers. Most of them there's a waiting list for single men, but a couple, you're still paying a pretty penny to get into a club. Some are more than others. Single females, it's pretty cheap, which obviously, they try to ramp up those numbers. But if you're a single male and you're going to go meet a couple or meet, other people at the club, like you're going to pay a decent amount of money to get into there. If you're even approved to get in, you have to be approved to get into these clubs. There's a few of them that I know of in Northeast Ohio and down. Like I know some that are still, south of where I'm from. Like I said, some are more money than the other ones. All of them, I think, I haven't came across one yet that you need to be, that you can just walk into. You have to be approved. I think they do like background checks. I think some of them do like testing or need to see results. Not all of them do that. But it's common courtesy to get tested. Make sure you're cool. Don't be that asshole. And then like I said, you pay your membership fee and then you have your ticket price also. So you have to buy the ticket for the night to get in too. Most of them are kind of like wear what you want, but it's kind of like strip club rules where you can't be, in ripped jeans. You can't be having a hat. You can't be having hoods. Like dress to impress. There's also usually like theme nights for all the different nights. So you can wear kind of like clothes that go with the theme, like say like Hawaiian theme or, glow in the dark or leather and lace or things like that. which I'm one that's all for the dressing up. I love the little outfits and stuff like that. They also are BYOB, as crazy as that is, and I feel like everyone that I talk to about it or ask me questions about it, they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, like, you pay your membership fee, you buy your ticket or whatever, you go, you have to show your ID, they check everyone in, like no one's getting in. That's crazy." I want to say if you have like charges about being anything sex-wise, charges against you, I do think you get declined from that. I don't know what the other expectations are, but they have them on their website usually. And so, you go in there and you can bring your alcohol. The ones I've been to, I haven't been to all of them, but I've been to a few. The ones that I've been to, you get kind of like a wristband for the night, like one of those little like paper wristbands or whatever. They'll usually mark a number on there of what you are for the night, customer wise, like say, they'll mark like a 23 on my wristband. So I'm the 23rd person that comes in that needs alcohol. So, I bring my bottle of vodka, or you can bring your beer, you could bring your wine, whatever you want to bring, you can bring like that. Not limited. You can bring liquor, you can bring wine, you can bring beer. Beer wise, they have like a cooler that's usually set. Some of them keep beer behind the counter also, if they have coolers behind the counter. And then liquor bottles get put up, just like if you go to a normal bar, you see all the liquor bottles like on the wall or whatever. It's kind of the same ordeal, but those bottles get labeled with your number. So when you come back up to the bar for a drink, they'll say, "Hey, what's your number?" or whatever. You show them your wristband. "Oh, my number's 23." And then they'll go find your bottle, and then they provide, ice. They provide mixers. They provide pop. My husband, he doesn't drink, so he even gets like, like a knockoff energy drink in a cup. That all comes with the club. That's all part of your membership fee. They also, every time I tell somebody this too, they think I'm crazy, but they have snacks at these places. And I feel like everyone's like, snacks at a sex club? Like what? But I'm fat, and I'm drinking, so I'm about to try some shit. My husband's a fatty. He don't drink, so he's always trying to try all the snacks. And they're usually always pretty fucking good. I'm not about to lie to you guys. I've had some crazy fucking snacks there too, like pizza. This one club made their own pizzas. Fire. They were so good. I've had like spinach dip at the sex club. I don't know if that's fucking weird. I think that's a little weird. Barbecued meatballs. I've had those at the sex club, and I'm not ashamed to fucking say it. So, one of them too, like they have this little cooler where you can go and it has like all free like ice cream bars in it. And like I'm talking like good ice cream bars, like Snickers ice cream bars, which are my absolute favorite. Like, how are you about to tell me I can come to this place, get dick down, and get free Snickers ice cream bars? Are you kidding me right now? The best. And then usually how they're set up, so you go there, and if you've been to a strip club or something, I feel like they're kind of set up a little bit similar. So you have your little ticketed, ticket box area. That's where they'll check your ID, check your alcohol in, give you your wristband, take your money, whatever. Then you go in, and it's kind of similar to like I would say just like a bar type of deal. Some are bigger than others in the front area. So there's like front of the house and back of the house. Front area is pretty calm. They have rules about like having your tits out and stuff before a certain time. And you see people kind of dress nice, and then you see a lot of people in lingerie also. Some will just, be walking around with their titties out or whatever. I've seen male thongs in there before. I have seen, people just dressed up like they're about to go to a nice dinner. I've seen guys wear swim trunks in there, which I don't even understand. I don't know. I've seen people just like in their underwear and bra, robes, kind of anything really goes. Like you're gonna see a mix of people in that front room that it's a mix. I'll put it like that. You're going to see people from 21 to like 70. You're going to see people with good bodies. You're going to see people with bad bodies. You're going to see people just sitting there to themselves, groups of people. And then just the outfit choices in that front room are just wild. So then, you know, that's pretty chill. There's usually like music, a DJ, something along those lines. It's kind of the same format, just different size buildings that I've been to. And then once you get to the back of the house, it ends up being a little crazy. So that there's no phones back of the house, no phones out. They will yell at you. They do run a tight ship. It's very clean, it's very rule driven. It's not willy-nilly, it's not all over the place. There's certain areas that you cannot fuck, like the bathroom that stays cleanly, the food area that stays cleanly, the bar, and I want to say the pool table for the one that we've gone to. Those are areas you are not allowed to participate in sexual activity. But the back, you know, a lot of them will have group rooms, private rooms that can be completely shut off if you want privacy, rooms with windows, glory holes for him and her. I've seen both. I think the one place, I don't know if it's actually called that or if just people I know call it that. They call the female glory hole the cookie cabinet. So you can go in there and eat some pussy, and it's like a female glory hole. It's fucking awesome. But I don't know if the club actually calls it that or if just people do. And then there's like swing rooms. There's a bunch of different kinds of rooms. The one has a gigantic shower room that's like open. You can close the curtain if you want privacy. I don't think I've ever seen the curtain closed there, honestly. Also, I just want to put it out there that I have to note that every time we go there, my husband has to go take a shower afterwards and before we leave. And I just think it's so fucking funny seeing him walk through with like a little towel on and like no shoes either in there, which just is wild to me, but it's very clean. And a lot of the rooms will have sheets on there, not, you know, just the sheet laid down. The beds are like plastic beds, which are kind of like, I want to say like resemble, there's different size beds, but I think they're all like kind of around a queen usually, or at least a full. And then they have kind of like a little like housekeeping girl that comes and, you know, you put your dirty stuff inside of like the hamper or whatever. She comes and like cleans the room after. So it's very clean in these places. I really want to make a note of that because I feel like, you know, you hear sex club, oh, people are just in there fucking all over the place. It's nasty, it's dirty. No. I feel like it's a well thought out and well maintained establishment to the different ones that we've been. They run a tight ship, all the workers do. If you're on some bullshit, they will get rid of you. If you have your phone out, they will get rid of you. Like, there's no games being played at these places. It's pure for adult fun where you can go and feel comfortable and not have to worry or, you know, have your guard up if there's, you know, problems with it or whatever. So we'll have a guest on here too that I have personally talked into and brought to the sex club too. So that should be a fun episode. But we're gonna wrap up this episode with me opening up my little wish list gift from one of my followers. I'm excited for this. Wanted to bring it and make sure you guys see me open this so it's not like I used anything. I don't want this to be super loud for you. I'm nervous right now. This guy is super sweet. He actually bought me some lingerie too, but I've already opened that, so sorry. Ooh, and a little gift bag. Okay, hold on, let me make sure his name and stuff's not on here. Little gift thing. Here we go. It's in another box. I'm I'm so sorry for all this package opening ASMR, but I guess you lucked out and get double today. Is this allowed? If I show stuff like this, is this allowed on like YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. Just had to check from my little producer boy over there.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not using it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Good point. Oh, what is this? Okay. So we have, this is like a suction cup. This is supposed to be kind of like a fucking machine that moves. Oh my god. How does this even go in here? Okay. Is there a USB thing in here anywhere?
Unless it's down there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
USB.
Oh, wait, no, it's not. Damn it. Okay, so anyways, here we go. And this little thing like moves up and down. And then it has a whole little like suction thing. And I think this like charges and could come out. I think you can buy other pieces for this too. So that is cool. I want to say thank you for my follower who got this for me. And I want to say thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed the random calls and stories. And come back next time to see what else bullshit that we're up to. Bye, I love you.